Cracks in brick, cracks in block, sticking windows or doors. Settling or sinking foundation, it's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
This is the morning edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. This is for Monday, the 7th of November. I'm James Spann. Got a few spotty showers around today. The big story, it's the warmth. It's going to feel like summertime. We're expecting temperatures around record levels today and probably tomorrow as well. But a major cool down coming up by the upcoming weekend as we go below freezing. But no severe weather along the way and probably not much rain, maybe a little bit. Let's take a look at the upper air look across the country early this morning. And we've got an upper ridge on top of us, and that's the reason it's going to be so warm for the next couple of days. A new trough coming into the western states and a tropical feature that is developing that we'll talk about in just a moment that's in the Atlantic, north of the Lesser Antilles. That was the radar this morning, doing this update live at the insane hour of 5:18 Central Standard Time. And you can see a little light rain, a few spotty showers, mainly over the Tennessee Valley and parts of northwest Alabama. So we'll mention that today, but again, a pretty decent chunk of the state will likely be dry underneath the ridge. And again, the big story, it's the warmth. We're starting off the day mostly in the 60s. And again, we're looking at low 80s today and tomorrow. And there might be somebody hitting mid-80s, and I think we're going to see some new records today. I think the record high for today for Birmingham is 82. I'll double-check the record book here in a minute, but whatever. We're way above average. We should be in the upper 60s here in early November. So we've got some fog issues really east and west of the state. Much of Mississippi, parts of Georgia under a dense fog advisory as the day begins. And out west, we have wind and snow problems underneath that incoming trough. A lot of mountain snow likely for the western states, and quite frankly for states like California, that's a good thing. They could use that. No severe weather expected across the country today or tomorrow. And then on day 3, which is Wednesday, we have a marginal risk along the east coast of Florida, the Atlantic coast, as Tropical Storm Nicole approaches, that we'll talk about in just a moment. So this is the rain for the next 7 days, and really you can see just not much. In fact, again, this is coming from WPC, NOAA's Weather Prediction Center, and just nothing for Alabama. And again, we are going to see a few showers today for the northern third of the state. We have those in progress this morning, and it's conceivable there might be a little light rain for east or southeast Alabama later this week with the far fringe of the tropical system. But you can see the bulk of the really meaningful rain with that tropical feature will be east of the state. So on the board, we have Nicole this morning, a subtropical storm. And the other disturbance that the Hurricane Center is watching is over the central Atlantic, well to the east of Bermuda, basically in the middle of nowhere. And that other one out there, if it develops, and there's a medium chance, it would be a junk system, short-lived, no impact to any landmass. So this is a look at Nicole, and obviously it does not look like your classic tropical storm. And again, it's not. It's a subtropical storm with winds of 45 miles an hour, a hybrid system, if you will. And this thing probably will become more warm core, more of a tropical storm in coming days. And this is the track from the National Hurricane Center. And they bring this into the northern Bahamas Wednesday and then into the Florida Peninsula on Thursday as a tropical storm. They keep it under hurricane strength. It could be an upper end tropical storm, but the bottom line is that the impact for the Florida Peninsula will be a lot of wind and a lot of rain on Thursday into Friday. And then you can see the center of the system hooking northeast, east of Alabama by Friday and Saturday, moving up the Atlantic coast. So again, for now, it looks like the wind and the rain in association with this feature will stay east of the state. But of course, we'll keep an eye on this. But the modeling is in good agreement. That's a pretty high forecast or a pretty high confidence forecast track. But if you are in the peninsula, places like Orlando, Daytona Beach, Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, you'll probably see a lot of wind and rain with this thing on Thursday. So let's go through modeling, model fans. Here's the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4. A ridge on top of us and a warm day. Record-breaking warmth potentially today. Low 80s. A mix of sun and clouds with a few scattered spotty showers around. Nothing too widespread. This is tomorrow. Really the same thing. The chance of rain is awfully low. Not zero, but awfully low for any one given point. Partly sunny with highs again in the low 80s. And then we turn noticeably cooler on Wednesday. This is the first phase of the cool down. We're going to see a surge of cool air coming in from the northeast, kind of a backdoor front, if you will. And the high will drop into the upper 60s in many spots. So that's almost a 15-degree drop from Tuesday's low 80s to Wednesday's upper 60s. The sky will be sunny. The dew points will be coming way down. So, and again, we've got the tropical feature that's showing up near Florida. So let's go to what's going to happen at the end of the week. We'll jump to Friday. And again, you can see that we've got the tropical feature, according to the GFS, is near Appalachia Bay, the northeastern Gulf of Mexico. The European, at the same time, has the feature inland over South Georgia. And again, this is Friday. But clearly, there might be some light rain for the far eastern counties of Alabama, east of I-65 at the end of the week. So if you're in places like Fort Payne or Roanoke or Lafayette or Eufaula or Dothan, you might see a kind of a breezy day with some rain on Friday. So be aware of that. For the rest of the state, the day should be dry. And then Saturday, the tropical feature is moving up the Atlantic coast. It's east of Charleston, back in the Atlantic, and we are noticeably cooler. We'll have look at the cold air coming in. That's a 1,031 millibar high. So between the tropical system and that cold high, a good north flow and a really cool air mass. The high Saturday dropping in the 50s. The sky will be brilliantly sunny. And this is Sunday morning. We're going to go below freezing. And the high Sunday only around 50. If you're in the Tennessee Valley, your high could be in the 40s on Sunday. But the sky will be sunny. These are anomalies on Sunday, temperature anomalies, and you can see much of the country pretty cold. So this little warm spell we have now is not going to last that long. And this is a week from today, Monday the 14th of November, a little shortwave north and west of the state, but there's no moisture and we're still dry. Let's go out 10 days. This is Wednesday of next week, the 16th. It's a zonal flow. And we might see a few showers, but again, we see no sign of any really big rain event or severe weather problems here for at least the next 10 days. Rain for Birmingham, this coming off the European ensemble between now and the, 22nd of November. The rain, the mean there is between 1 and 2 inches. And look at the drop here. This is the forecast coming off the National Blend of Models. Temperatures, low 80s today and tomorrow, record levels. Then we dropped to near 70 on Wednesday. Then we dropped to near 50 on Sunday. And lows go below freezing by Sunday morning and Monday morning of next week. And again, this is for Birmingham. Many places will be colder. You can see Birmingham at 29 a week from today, where we could see low and mid-20s for the colder pockets. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance, this is for November 14th through the 20th. Look at all the blue on that map. Yeah, buddy, temperatures below average for much of the United States. The exception may be the southern tip of Florida and Alaska. All right, had some interesting sky optics going on last night. People looking to the east, seeing these, thinking, ooh, what's that? I thought the sunset was supposed to be in the west. These are anti-crepuscular rays. And from time to time, you can see those in the opposite, the sunrise or the sunset. Speaking of the sunset, it was really nice last night. That's an amazing shot. That was taken up at Section in northeast Alabama, overlooking the mighty Tennessee River. Just glorious, just great sunset views across the state last night. And the Gulf Coast. It's a cool time of the year because for the Gulf Coast locations, the Alabama Gulf Coast, the sun goes down over the water during the cool season. All right, so that's it for the weather briefing video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog, alabamawx.com. Busy week ahead. So today I'll be at Odenville Elementary School in St. Clair County doing a weather program. Tomorrow I will be at Parkside School up in Cullman County at Baileyton and also at Vincent Elementary in Shelby County. Wednesday, North River Christian Academy in Tuscaloosa. Oh, and by the way, tomorrow night I have a fundraiser at the Whole Scoop on Brock's Gap Parkway for the United Way. I'll be scooping ice cream. But again, Wednesday, North River Christian in Tuscaloosa. I'll be speaking to the Northern Illinois American Meteorological Society chapter virtually Wednesday night. Thursday, Moundville Elementary in Hale County. Thursday night, York Atmospheric Science Club up in Canada virtually. And then Friday's Veterans Day. And then have a book signing Saturday in Hartselle up in the Tennessee Valley, up in Morgan County. And again, we'll post notes on that later. But again, thanks for watching. We'll have, again, notes on the blog, alabamawx.com. If you can, join us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Sinking driveway? Call Alabama Professional Services. Settling patio? Call APS. Uneven pool deck? Call APS. Collapsing stoop? Call APS. Cracking sidewalk? That's right, call APS. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.